Yeah, we're acclimated. So, well, that and like acclimate each other. But even in North Carolina, people wear hats. Um, even in the hot. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh yeah. Okay.
Right now it's going to push.
Mhm. That's the main one. That's one of that. Yeah.
Any, you can find it. Well, yeah. How did you find us?
I don't want.
Bam. Pipes up. Turn left.
Push back a bit so you're looking to me.
Step up.
Okay, turn this way.
Turn.
Wings, Maris, excuse me, Murdos, Maris, Scotland the Brave, wings. Dun, 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 dun. Bam. By the center, Rick, march.
Bam.
Yeah.
Good morning. Please stand or remain standing in body or spirit for the invocation. Let us pray. Creator of all, creator of love, we are gathered this morning to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. Through relationships, we are connected as supporters, encouragers, caregivers, as family, faculty, staff, classmates, and neighbors. May these connections and relationships continue, though our roles may change. May our relationships be strengthened through our efforts to better the world, each other, and ourselves. Guide us in all your goodness to find positive, healthy, authentic, and tangible ways to connect, dream, plan, and celebrate being here. The hard work has now paid off with this graduation ceremony. Let us celebrate here and now. May it be so. Amen.
Thank you so. You may now be seated. Thank you so much, Pastor Brian Anderson, for that invocation. We appreciate you. Good morning. I am Dr. Janelle Vanas, and it is my distinct pleasure to serve as the president of Alaska Pacific University and to be honored to participate in this ceremony today and help move it along. So we are going to start our celebration this morning with recognition from Joe Williams from our Elders Council, which is a very key part of Alaska Pacific University to have a council of elders that guide us along the way. Joe is going to be followed by a board of trustee, Leanne Cooper Garrick, who will also provide a message from the board.
Yakaistutat, Achsanihas Achatas, Kachisk Hatrasauk. Round crowd. My name is Joe Williams. I was born in Ketchikan, raised in Saxman. And I just am very honored to be here this morning with you folks, which is really, to me, very exciting because I remember when it was my turn. We acknowledge the fact that we are on traditional lands of the Nenana Athabascans. Alaska Pacific University, formerly known and started up as Alaska Methodist University, started back in 1960 by Gordon Gould. Its first class began then in 1960. Today is a dream of one man 64 years ago to have education available to Alaska Native students. And here we are today. So I'm congratulating you on your step, which is huge in your life, and it's huge in the lives of people who you will be affecting. One man's dream. I'm giving you a moment to think about what is your dream. After today, you're going to have numbers of times to gather together in what is often referred to as a reunion, a class reunion. Graduates, I want you to know that I graduated from Alaska Pacific University in 1979. And since then, every 10 years, we had a class reunion. And I want you to know that at that time, every single time that we had our class reunion, we had 100% students showing up for that class reunion. I'm sharing this with you because I want you to have the same thing. 100% of you've shown up for your class reunion. But to be fair with you, I want you to know I was the only graduate. Moms and dads, congratulations for all the work that you've done to get your student here, your child here to graduate today. I want you to get your phones out, your cameras ready to take a picture. I don't see anybody moving. I'm serious. I want you to do that. Get your camera ready. And for you graduates here who are in the front row, I want you to stand up, turn around, and wave to your mom and dad, okay? Let's do that right now. Get those pictures in there. Those who are obtaining masters and doctors degrees, if you'd stand up and do exactly the same thing, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. How exciting is that? When you're in high school, he said, Joe, you sure can tell a man who's finished college. You sure can tell him when you see him. You can't tell him much, but you sure can tell it's him. I share this story with you. You're on the 4 years, beyond that, 12 years of learning how to learn. You're graduating at and help your village become the great. What's most important is to give your word. Give your word. And I should point this out that when Dr. asked me to speak today, she said, you can take all the time you want. I said, you know who you're speaking to is a Clinket. When you give a Clinket a mic and you give him time to speak, you folks are going to be here a long time. The story I have with give your word. I was 16 years old. And please know, just a 16-year-old little boy. And this has happened to me just like it was this morning. At that time, riding a bike was a pretty big deal. I was fortunate enough to receive the bike that my brother had, which he received from his older sister, Johanna. So it was a hand-me-down bike. But I went biking throughout Ketchikan, got home in time for lunch. See how clearly this was in my mind. I sat down to eat my lunch, and it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sun was shining, coming through the kitchen windows, and that glass of milk. And my mother said to me when I was finished, she said, son, in your married life, there's going to come a time you won't want them. I'm sure she's wondering if I'm really capturing all this. Six about me getting married. What's most important when you've made that decision, go visit every person that has attended your wedding. And you, why must you do this? Son, you're going to give yours for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health. You gave your word to do all that. And if you don't do that, son, what good is a man without his word? So I'm sharing this with you. Give your word. And I want to congratulate you and thank you for listening to me so kindly. Thank you.
Good morning, APU graduates. Good morning. On behalf of the APU Board of Trustees, I want to congratulate each of you on your hard work, commitment to learning, and contribution to our collective community. Your accomplishment today is transformational. As new graduates, you have learned and practiced new ways to connect knowledge to action. You've taken risks to improve local and rural communities, and you've stretched yourself to set a goal and meet it. Even if that meant you lost a little sleep along the way, you missed out on some family time, you might even missed out on some fun. Just as a show of hands, anybody miss out on any fun or any sleep in the front here? Anybody, family members of people sitting in the front miss out on any fun or sleep? Yeah, I see some hands up there. Through this experience, you have demonstrated an incredible amount of resilience, building that muscle to continue doing wonderful, impactful, and hard things. As an APU trustee, my very favorite thing is seeing that list of faculty confirmed degrees. I often clap and cheer, actually in the board meeting, for you. We see you balancing work and school. We see you parenting. We see the difference you're making in your organizations as you take new classes and able to contribute more to the community. And we see you role modeling perseverance. We are so proud of you and cannot wait to see what you're going to do next. Thank you. Congratulations.
APU is a pretty special place to have that level of commitment and personal attention from our Elders Council and our Board of Trustees. I just want to be very, very grateful for the leadership that they provide and for the words from both Joe Williams and Leanne Garrett. Thank you. So now I get to say welcome to everybody here. You've all come to celebrate some major Board of Trustees and the Elders Council for their leadership and supported each of these graduates. Their growth would not be possible without you being there to do both of those, challenge and support. And I know that our faculty care, and that's what matters. Thank you, staff, who make APU the place where help is around the corner. Our staff make it a commitment to make sure that if they're not the one to help you, they can find the person who can. And to the family and friends here to celebrate the graduation, and there's a lot of you, a very special thank you. We may not see you every day, but we know that you're out there. And more than ever, your graduates know that you're there. And many would not make it here today without your love and your support. Going to school can mean a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, while all the other duties of life continue. And I know that many of you as family and friends have stepped up to that kind word or to believe in your graduate. So I invite you part of our APU community as well. And as shifting into APU alumni, they will continue and always be part of our APU family, and that extends to you as well. Graduates, my greatest welcome is to you. Phew, you made it, right? You walked through APU doors, either physically or virtually, with a goal. And as Leanne mentioned, there's days probably where it was a struggle, but you are here. You made it through, and today we celebrate the accomplishment of earning your degree. You have learned a lot, and those skills that you've learned will make you a better counselor or nurse or scientist or business leader or guide or writer or whatever your role and your degree takes you. But you've also learned something about yourself. You have grown as a person and have worked through the challenges. You have worked closely with professors and classmates. You've solved problems, and you've probably paused to think about things differently than you ever have before. You have learned about others, and you have deepened your understanding of who you are. Today, we celebrate you, graduates, for all you have accomplished, and we celebrate you for all you have become. At APU, we like to say to students, and we like to have as part of our philosophy that we invite students to bring their whole selves into the classroom. As you transition today as a graduate, we know that you will take your whole selves out there into the world. You will also make a difference in this world, in your community, in your family, for being who you are and sharing that. Graduate, our future is in good hands with you, and it is my distinct pleasure to honor you. At this time, I'm going to introduce the leaders of Bartlett and East High, who are going to celebrate with a dance. You might need to step away from this mic. Okay. She has a wireless mic, so I think we have to move away. This one works.
We are Lila Kalila, and my parents are Johnny and Julia Kalila. We are a combined group of the Indigenous leaders of Bartlett and East High School students. This is our first time performing together as a group, and we are excited to be here today. The first song we will be dancing is a Yupik song. Yugi Ama song, an old song saying "We are dancing for you" song, composed by Julia Siperi, and for having us here, and we hope you enjoy this performance.
These guys are big fans. This is their first time.
is called a bird song. So if you want to move your wings like us, pick a bird at the end of the song. We're going to make a bird song, a sound. It could be an eagle, a raven, a luck, crane. So this is for all you graduates flying off. Yang jahat ya nani. Yang jahat ya nani. Nas kutu rumah kita rumah. Anaya, yang daya. Yang jahat ya nani. Yay! Yang get ready to fly. Yang jahat, yang Wow, a great thank you to Cindy Reeves and the potential APU students in there, and we do their own embracement of their culture. So now we get to some student speakers. We're excited to share with you that the fall 2024 graduate class has selected fellow students to represent both the undergraduate and graduate students. So at this time, it is with great pleasure this year, Molly Cates Estes. So if you want to come on up here, Molly, so I can embarrass you. So Molly Kate is an undergraduate transfer student who is receiving her bachelor's of arts in counseling psychology. Her interests include trauma, somatic experiences, the Enneagram, and psychedelic assisted psychotherapy. So welcome.
Thank you, President Vanasse, for the introduction. Good morning, friends, family, students, alumni, and faculty, and welcome to the Fall 2024 graduation ceremony. I'm Molly Estes, a Bachelor of Arts Counseling Psychology student, and I'm honored to be your undergraduate speaker. While today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of a new adventure, it also allows us to look back and reflect. If you had asked me 5.5 years ago when I began my college journey, if I saw myself standing here today, I would have honestly told you no. The truth is, we all have obstacles we face that tested our resolve, whether it's juggling multiple responsibilities, navigating rigorous coursework, or dealing with personal hardships, we've all had them. While these obstacles at some point felt unbearable, they taught us resilience and gave us the strength to keep growing in the direction we want. Sometimes failure can be the hardest obstacle, yet it's our greatest teacher. As Denzel Washington says, you will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. Failing is something I'm no stranger to. Embracing failure allows us to take risks, to step out of our comfort zones, and to pursue our passions without fear. As I embraced what it means to fail through internal work and the support of APU staff, I was able to find my niche in psychology, recognize my strengths, and put them where they belong. It's not mere fantasies, but powerful motivators to propel us forward. Despite the obstacles and the times we failed, today we step into the future, where the dream we once had is closer to reality. As the new adventure begins, remember why you started and surround yourself with people that inspire you. To the professors who supported me, Renee, thank you for supporting me through credit overload, despite your encouragement for me to slow down. To Stephanie, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. To Nora, thank you for humoring me into getting this degree done as fast as possible. To my family and my support systems, thank you for teaching me that life isn't a race, you set the pace, and to slow down. To every person who supported each student here, thank you. Your belief in us has made a lasting impact. In closing, I encourage each of you to embrace the challenges ahead, turn failures into lessons, and to dream without limits. In the wise words of Walt Disney, all your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Congratulations, class of 2024. Here's to a future filled with
I'd like to introduce our graduate class speaker this year, Alyssa Seeley-Kipp. So if you want to go ahead and come on up, Alyssa. Alyssa is receiving a Master's of Science in Counseling Psychology. She greatly cares about her community, her family, and her friends. In her spare time, she loves taking her dog on adventures and being outside. My kind of person. Welcome, Alyssa.
Molly, that was excellent. And our dancers prior to this are future leaders, which is really exciting. And I can see my niece already fangirling in the crowd, which I love. Good morning, class of 2024. My name is Alyssa Seeley-Kipp, and I am your graduate student speaker receiving a Master of Science in Counseling Psychology. It's a privilege to speak to you all today, and what you've accomplished is important to recognize. Congratulations. I look around the room, and I have so much love in my heart for all of you right now. Education is a path of growth and change, and I want everyone to close their eyes, and I want you to think back to your first day of school here. Do you remember thoughts of, what am I doing here? I don't know if I can do this. Or do you remember someone telling you that you would get to this stage today? For us, that very first week, it was Dr. Lane having us picture what this day would be like. Hard to imagine. Open your eyes, because today is the day that we can say we belong here. We have spent countless hours dedicated to earning our education, and education is so important. I cannot stress that enough. Every time we have thought, well, we weren't alone. We were a part of this community, and now we are finished. No more worrying about that major project or statistics. I know that I had many nights where I said to myself, get it done, just get it done. And I know, and our abilities as future mental health clinicians. But all the while, I saw a cohort of resilient, strong, and joy-filled humans. We built a little community. And as the research states, and as we found out, and as I will encourage you to find out for yourselves, community is the key to happiness. I strongly believe that. And if I ever wanted to do anything in my life, it was to advocate for my community. We have the opportunity to bring our communities together and to be stewards of our education. We have the opportunity to encourage and fight for those who are marginalized in our communities and who might not have the same education, or opportunities that we did. I see my cohort as the future advocates they will be and advocates that they are now. And I also see that each of you here in this APU community have the same ability. And now we also have an opportunity to build lives full of joy. I encourage each of you today to look around and find out who your community gave me unwavering support. Got me that we are only here by lottery at birth because there are some people in the world who aren't so fortunate. And we advocate for those who are vulnerable or those whose stories we may not understand. That matters. To my friends, thank you. And then to the faculty and adjuncts who helped us along the way and imparted their knowledge, I also thank you. To my cohort, a small band of 7 people, you are a formidable force connected forever by a thread. And you are the change makers I see going out into the world. You are my community, and in that community, I present to you those who will fight for perinatal mental health, those who advocate for youth, those who advocate for our houseless community, those who advocate for the misunderstood and disadvantaged, and those who work with others struggling with substance misuse, and those who mentor young air traffic controllers, and those who encourage mindfulness and connection to our bodies, and those who are strong. I'm so grateful for every one of you and every one of you graduating today. But we are done. It's time to celebrate and embrace this next chapter in life. Now, it is our turn to make our community a better place, one of joy, strength, and resilience. I will leave you with this in the words of my cohort: we did the thing. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Oh, thank you, Alyssa, and thank you, Molly. Those were good words. Good job. So now we get to the formal part of this um, ceremony. The diplomas are now going to be presented. So students will be just some kind of logistical directions here. First, students, you're going to be directed on stage by the faculty marshals in small groups. Undergraduate PU faculty assembly, graduate students will be announced by Professor Roseanne Pagano, co-vice chair of APU. Each of these professors will present successful candidates for their degrees. Students, you will hand Dr. Harris or Professor Pagano your index card. After your name and degree is read, please walk across the stage. Master students, be sure to stop by Dr. Halleck and Professor Renee George to be hooded. Then proceed back to your seat for the rest of the ceremony. So Dr. Brad Harris is going to get us started now with undergraduate students. And when we're done with undergraduate students, Professor Pagano will follow. So Dr. Harris? I mean,
Thank you, President Vanass. On behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates who have successfully completed all the requirements of the undergraduate certificates, associate and bachelor's degrees. The graduate honors will be announced for associate. Total cumulative GPA 3.6 to 3.7, 3.7 total cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher. Veteran students are honored with red, white, and blue cords to thank them for their service to our country. Will all the candidates for the undergraduate certificate, associate, and bachelor's degrees please rise?
Stay on up here. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer your degrees with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. You may be seated until the marshals walk you up. And Brad, I'm gonna give you a little higher, okay?
Octavia Tokina, undergraduate certificate in community health. Amanda L. Stroman, undergraduate certificate, Alaska Rural Management Certificate, Associate of Arts in Business Administration. Loretta Lizanne Brink, Associate of Arts, Business Administration. Jillian Kate Landau, Associate of Nursing, cum laude. Associate of Nursing, summa cum laude. Amy Lorraine Diddy, Associate of Nursing. Oswaldo Rene Quinaviva, Associate of Nursing. Mariana D. Hopstead, Associate of Nursing. Brittany A. Anilan, Associate of Nursing. Elena Oates, Associate of Nursing. Janelle A. Reclusado, Associate of Nursing, cum laude. Of Nursing. Mr. William Sean Patton II, Associate of Nursing, cum laude. Christina Dawn Sullivan, Associate of Nursing, magna cum laude. Crystal Jasmine Chinchilla, Associate of Nursing, magna cum laude. Kiana Piper Liska, Associate of Makani Sonoy Zain. Carrie Adele Marsh Harris, my life partner, and cum laude. Molly Catherine Estes, Bachelor of Science, Counseling Psychology, summa cum laude. Rachel Marie Jensen, Bachelor of Arts, Outdoor Studies, summa cum laude. Rachel Lawrence, Bachelor of Arts, Creative and Professional Writing, summa cum laude. Time Brown, Associate of Arts, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Studies, concentration, Marine and Environmental Sciences, also summa cum laude. Anna Foley, Bachelor of Arts, Outdoor Studies, magna science, health sciences, concentration in healthcare management, minor in business administration. Rose Porter Gildersleeve, Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Studies, cum laude. Rhiannon Queen Norton Davis, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology. Rosalind Elgarico, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, minor in Accounting Finance, magna cum laude. Annalita K. Smithvale, Bachelor of Arts, Creative and Professional Writing, cum laude.
Last one.
Thank you so much, Dr. Harris. Let me make sure I know where I'm at. Okay. And now it is time for Professor Pagano to come on up, and we'll get going with our graduates.
President Vanass, on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present the candidates who have successfully completed all requirements for graduate certificates and master's degrees. Will the candidates for graduate certificates and master's degrees please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you your degree and all rights, privileges, and responsibilities there until directed by the marshals to
Receive your diplomas as instructed by the marshal. After receiving your diploma, please move to the hooding area to be hooded by Dr. Halleck and Professor George. Thank you. Cody LeBeau, Master of Business Administration. Aurora Warrior, Master of Business Administration. Ayla K. Alaturvo, Master of Arts. Mary Claire Letourneau, Master of Arts, Teacher Education, K-8 certificate. Thank you. Master of Business Administration. Business Administration. Pamela Finisand, Master of Business Administration.
I'm so proud of you, Pam.
Lisa Renee Wade, Master of Business Administration. Francine Ray Moreno, Master of Business Administration. Hello. Thank you. Send by Anders. Got it. Thank you. Dunbar Anders, Master of Business Administration, Finance. Hello. Colin Vincent Palmer, Master of Business Administration, Finance. Hello. Marche Meisler, Master of Business Administration, Health Services Administration. Marissa LeRae Charles, Executive Master of Business Administration, Strategic Leadership. Stephanie Brocious, Master of Science, Counseling Psychology. Shannon Fries, Master of Science, Counseling Psychology. Morgan Ryan Turner, Master of Science, Counseling Psychology. Alyssa Lorraine Seeley Kipp, Master of Science, Counseling Psychology. Marley Jo Loomis, Master of Science, Environmental Science. Steffens, Master of Science, Outdoor and Carl Robert Bamer, Master of Science, Outdoor and Environmental Education. Ruby Lee Williams, Master of Science, Outdoor and Environmental Education.
The ceremonial task that recognizes your earned degree of moving your tassel from the room. And with that, let's give 124. We are so, so very proud of you. And at this time, I'm going to ask that our provost, Dr. Hilton Hallock, come up and share closing remarks for this ceremony.
Congratulations, graduates. Yes. Last fall, as we celebrated the start of the academic year, I spoke a bit about the transformative power of education. And I think we've seen evidence of such power today. It would be easy to focus on the products, the degrees and the diplomas. You probably have said to yourself at least once over the last, but I'd ask you to reflect for a minute on the power instead of the products. Goes, education is a renewable resource. The power of education is fueled you, as Mr. Williams reminded us, you have learned how to learn. You've learned to think critically and creatively, and with the power and the privilege of your education, we now challenge you to be good stewards of audience participation today. When I ask you a question, if you are so inclined, I would like you to respond with a loud and resounding, "We will." And remember, this is live streamed, so say it so the folks in Utqiagvik and Ketchikan and Florida and Canada and Colombia can hear you. So let's start with the graduates. Graduates, will you strive to use the knowledge and skills you have gained to make a positive impact on your families, your workplaces, and your communities? And just as you have been mentored by faculty, staff, colleagues, elders, and family members, will you pay it forward to encourage others on their educational journeys? APU faculty, staff, elders, council members, and members of the Board of Trustees, will you continue to be resources for our newest alumni and to guide them through this transition and to mentor them in their service to their communities? We will. And to all of you who have come to celebrate our graduates today, will you continue to support them on the next stage of their life's journey? Well done. Graduates, did you feel the transformative power of the community? Transformation doesn't come from paper or pomp. It comes from commitment, effort, care, educational journey. May the transformative power of the APU community and the commitment, effort, and care that you devote to your journey sustain you on your way. Do good, be well, and stay in touch. I would like to now invite Pastor Anderson to give the benediction. Please stand as you are able and remain standing after the benediction and during the recessional. After the recessional, we invite you to join your graduates in the lobby.
Let us pray. Creator of love, lives, and ambitions, going forth from this special strengthening relationships to be better in all that we are and all that we do. Heal us, protect us, keep us lovingly and gently aware of each other and our needs. May our celebrations be whole and wholesome, joyful and joy-filled, knowing that we are wonderfully made. We give thanks to the many people that have supported us on this journey and for the journeys yet to come. We give thanks for hard work, persistence, asking tough questions, persevering, and getting it all done. Through tears and laughter and late nights and time apart from family and friends. Our hearts are filled with gratitude as we go forth. peace and blessings on our time together. May it be so, and amen.